Hi, my name is Jason with AlarmSystemStore.com. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Simon XTi-5. As always, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're releasing new videos all the time. It really helps us out for you to do that. And you can hit the bell on there as well to get notifications of our new videos. So let's go ahead and go to the table and we'll get started on the unboxing. So here's the box for the Simon XTi starter kit. This is made by Interlogix. The box here gives you a lot of information. So if you look right here, it gives you a rundown of some of the features. So 40 zone support with up to 2 hardwired. It's got a 5-inch LCD color touchscreen with at-a-glance status and menu-based system programming. And it also has built-in speech support. So now some of those features I'm not really going to show in this video, but just give you an idea what they mean. So basically when you look at the screen, and so it's got a picture one here, you can see doors closed, windows closed, no motion, etc. So that's what they're talking about with the at-a-glance system status. And the menu-based programming basically is something that is enabled in large part by the graphic interface. Since it's got a color touchscreen, you get a lot of more information, more menu-based type programming, which makes things a lot easier. So let's see what else we have on the box here. A lot of the same stuff here. On the back, on the back side, it does show some accessories. So door window sensor, a couple different kinds there, key fob, motion detector, carbon monoxide detector, and also a two-way talking touchscreen keypad. So this is a nice secondary keypad if you need more than just the main panel. Now this is definitely not an exhaustive list. The Simon XTi-5 is compatible with all the Interlogix wireless sensors. And then, of course, that is the only option currently for the secondary keypad. So we got a factory seal here. Let's go ahead and cut that open. And then we got some tape here. So when we open this up, we have, it's like a quick installation guide. And this will go over a lot of your basic information. So some of the wiring, terminals, wiring diagram for various things here, how to wire phone lines. So this is going to give you a lot of good information in here. A lot of words though. We do have a quick start guide available that kind of takes this, makes it a little bit easier. Now the Simon XTi-5 is pretty easy to program though. You don't really need a whole lot of information. And this, for an alarm system, is a pretty small installation manual. I mean, it's 12 half pages front and back, so it's not much there. And then it gives you an operation guide. So this is kind of going to be your day-to-day use, what the things mean, how to do different things, you know, what swinger shutdown is, how to disarm, a lot of basic information, a little bit more advanced information. Again, this will be really good to read through for everybody, whether or not you think you need to. Alright, and then if we go to the side here, a little white box. Inside is your backup battery. So this is the backup battery. It's a 6-volt, 2.1 amp hour battery. So this is rechargeable and should last. You know, generally on a backup battery like this, you'll get total life before it needs to be replaced of about 5 to 6 years. sometimes a little bit less depending on use. And generally you'll get, maybe 12 hours of life out of this on your system. So if you lose power, you will get quite a few hours out of it. Now, it's not going to be a long-term solution, though. It's just for intermittent power loss, mainly. Alright, let's see what else we can get out here. So he gives you a little phone line. This is going to be your power wire. Some mounting hardware as well as a couple of resistors. So these resistors would be for your 2 hardwired zones. Some more mounting hardware, sorry. And this thing's stuck in there. This is your power transformer. Now this is an AC power transformer, so there's no positive or negative. And you can read on it the specs. It's a 9-volt AC 25 VA power transformer. So that comes with the starter kit. No need to buy it separately. And if we open this flap up here, we get the actual Simon XTi itself. Now this is not a large panel by any means, so it can fit in a lot of places. It's got the 5-inch touchscreen on it. Not real thick, pretty standard. So it's pretty sleek looking as well. It's got kind of the little holographic ink there. And let's see what else we have. So this is your RJ31X. So this is going to be like your phone line takeover module if you're using a phone line that's not dedicated to the alarm, or if you have any other phones attached, it's a good idea to use that simply for the fact that if somebody else is on the phone line, you want your alarm system to be able to take over the phone line and call out. Alright, so this is the Simon XTi. Now, to get the actual panel open, you have to take this front plate off. So there's a little notch right here. You can use a coin or just pry it open with some screwdriver like that, and then the whole front panel pulls off. So you can see there's 2 speakers here. One's going to be your siren, one's going to be your what your voice enunciation is going to come out, and things like that. So once you have this open, there's 2 tabs here. They're loose. It's not like you need much power to pry those open, but and then it kind of has a hinge at the bottom here. Now that hinge is good if you have this mounted on the wall. It allows you to open the thing up without it falling to the ground, but it can be easily taken off here. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it off so I can show you some more stuff on here. So you've got your phone connection here. So you can have a phone line coming in, phone line out. It's got a tamper switch here. So if your system's on and somebody opens this up, you will get a tamper condition. Right here is where your battery is going to plug in. So you can see it matches up. And then you have your terminals here. So you have HW1 IO, HW1 and 2 DC out, HW2 in. So these first 2 terminals can be a hardwired zone, or they can be used as an output. And then you have your second hardwired zone with the second terminal here used as the COM. And then you have your 2 9-volt AC ins. So again, these are not there's no polarity on these, so doesn't matter which wire goes to which. As long as you have one going to each, and on the other end you have your power transformer, you'll be good. So again, these first 2 terminals can be used 4 hardwired zones, or as an output. So one thing that we commonly have people do is use like a universal siren transmitter, connect to these, and by default that's actually what these are set up for, is an internal internal siren, so that you can connect a low output siren, low current draw siren, or a wireless siren transmitter, things like that. So that's most commonly what it's used for, but it could be used for zones. If you use the hardwired zones here, they do deduct from the 40 zones, so you can't do 40 wireless zones plus these hardwired zones. It'd be up to 38 wireless zones plus the 2 hardwired zones. Or if you don't use these, you can do up to a total of 40 zones wirelessly. So it's pretty simple in here, not much wiring required. Vast majority of people are just going to hook up the battery, hook up your AC, and be done. If you need a phone line, you just pop that right in. This is also compatible with alarm.com, so you can get an alarm.com communicator for these, and that eliminates the need for a phone line, since it's becoming more and more uncommon for people to have regular landlines in their house. It makes it pretty convenient. So that's everything you get. Again, you get your main panel, you get a backup battery, some mounting hardware, as well as some resistors. You get your power transformer and your wire. If you need to extend this is just going to be 18 gauge wire. Nothing too extensive needed, but that should be enough for you. You get your phone line and RJ31X, and then your manuals. So you get your installation guide and your operation guide. Alright, you guys, that's all there is to the unboxing. If you like the Simon XT, the Simon XTi-5 is a logical upgrade for you. I really like the system. It's pretty nice, really intuitive. If you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button. It really helps us out. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.